This conference,
right? Our learning goals is learning goals means once you learn this course, so what is our aim, what is our goal, right? So today these are the learning goals, like compare procedural programming language versus object oriented programming language, the first goal. Second goal is introduce computation as a simulation. The next one is create objects in Python. Next, invoke methods on objects in Python. So how to create subclasses, create a method in a class, pass parameters to method in a class. These are the learning objective of today's session. Okay, first let us discuss on procedural oriented programming language, POP, versus OOP, object oriented programming language. So what is POP? POP is process by process, means that is called a function based programming language, which is C programming. The example is C programming. The next one is object oriented programming language, which is OOP, object oriented programming language. Then first of all, I'm focusing on POP. So focus on the procedures, like the task that need to be done. So the task, first task, second task, like we see it's a functional procedure programming language. So break large task into smaller tasks, that is called your function. So your entire the so much of program is there. So you can use some piece of programs like break large task into smaller tasks. So write a function for each task, each and every one we should write one function. Like last time we already wrote employee.py and followed by your demo.py. So we have separated with functionality. So that is called a procedural oriented programming language. So how do you overcome the problems with the procedurals? How do you do? Then data is passed around and any function can change the data. See here, the problems with procedural, the data is passed around and any function can change the data. Next, it is hard to find the function. They can be in many files with many names. Right? These are procedural oriented programming approach is focusing on the procedures. Procedures means functions. We can write some routine. Routine means you can use at any moment. That is called functions. Then break large task into pieces of subtasks, smaller tasks. That is called as function. Write a small function for each task. Next, how do you done the problems with procedural, like the data is passed around the any function we can change the data. Then next, object programming language, the focus on who does each task as well as the task to be done, means responsibility driven. So it is taking by responsibility. Who will take care the responsibility? Humans will take care. For example, if you do work, right? So even that work, until the finish of that work, we have to do, means we are taking the responsibility of that work, then we should complete it. That is the approach of object oriented programming language, because that is real life entities. Human, we are doing that, our responsibility. How do you feel our responsibility? The similar kind, the object oriented programming language also taking the pain and complete the task within the stipulated time. That is called responsibility driven. What are the advantages than procedure oriented programming language? Manage complex by distributing. So if it is a complex problem is there, we can distribute it. See, distribution in the sense, we are so separating the entire task is there. The task is divided into subprograms. then we can individually complete your own tasks. Then ultimately we can combine this program. This is called distribution. Distribution work is distribution. Once you use the distribution word, then so the simplification will come. Your complex problem will simplify. So that is manage complexity by distributing responsibility across the objects. Across object. So I told you the object. What is the object? What is class, etc. Again, we will discuss. Make system robust by making objects is work independently. Robust. Visuku antam kadandi, visugu chandakunda. So they have do some work. Make systems robust by making objects is work independently. So for example, I have assigned for these students, these many of students. Okay, each student carries, they are doing their work. They are doing their work, right? So similarly, that independently they have to work, then within the stipulated time you have to complete. This is one kind of an advantage in object oriented programming language. The another one is support reuse because objects are provided services. Reusability. The reusability is so you can use every time whenever we required. That is called as inheritance concept. Inheritance, right? So what is inheritance? I will tell you later in this concepts. Okay, so support reuse, particularly reusability. We can use several times like your function. Next, so I can log the meeting, please. Can I log? Madam, please respond. Can I log the meeting? Still joining and left, or Mahadevi madam and Shravani madam is there?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Can I log the meeting, madam?
Sir, you can log that, sir.
Log the meeting. Okay, madam.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Right. So, object-oriented programming language, the main aim is the reusability, distribution technology, and support robustness. So these are the advantages of in your program. Okay, now another task. So computers as simulators, simulation. The project is a simulation project, right? So it's a new project. Simulation means as it is you want to apply that program or use. The computers is the Proteus of machines. Its essence is its universality, its power to simulate, because it can take on 1,000 forms and serve 1,000 functions, right? So 1,000 forms, you can create 1,000 functions. It can appeal 1,000 tastes. So Simoya papered in, that is Mindstorm. This is given by some fellow. That fellow is this fellow, right? So given this simulation, computers as simulator. Okay, next, creating simulation. How to create a simulation? So computers let us simulate things like, we do this by creating modules of the things we want to simulate. Then we need to define what type of objects we will want to our simulation and what they can do. Like classes, define the types and create objects of that type. So now what is a class? Class is nothing but a blueprint. Class ITA, class ITB, class ITC, class ITD, class triple E. Right? Once you use any class, class is nothing but a blueprint. In a class has 60 students or 80 students, depends on the strength. It has their own attributes, their own behavior. Right? So classes define the types and create objects. How to create an object? So we will create our class into small object. How do we create? That is called instantiation, shadow. So class triple E is equals to new class triple E. New class triple E. Because here the E is object. So simply your class is represent a single variable that is called as an object. Class is nothing but a blueprint. Object is instantiation of a class. Shadow. Okay, objects as in the simulation. Here the objects are simulation. Then I already drawn the diagram also. For example, this is a class. The class has two things here. One is for attributes, another one is for methods. So here we are drawing that. So we are simply create some E variable. This is called as object. This is a class. This is a class. This is a object. Understand? So then next, creating objects. Just now I told you. So we have been creating objects in Python using make picture of file, make sound of file. Means we will create. See here, simple one note here. Please everyone see, your objects are creating, your class are creating. So the difference is there. So this is a method. This is called as method.